When the Miami Dolphins sent shockwaves through the NFL by acquiring Tyreek Hill in 2022, the offense instantly transformed from a middling unit into one of the league's most explosive juggernauts. Hill's blazing speed and game-breaking ability gave Tua Tagovailoa a weapon unlike any quarterback in franchise history. Together with Jalen Waddle, Miami built a track team on grass, forcing defenses to backpedal, overcompensate, and often surrender in helpless fashion. But like any sharp blade, Hill's brilliance cut both ways. His presence masked issues that lingered beneath the surface of Miami's attack, issues that only came to light when the star receiver was unavailable. Ironically, the absence of the cheetah has been quietly helping Tua uncover and fix a hidden flaw in the Dolphins' offense, one that could ultimately make the team more dangerous when Hill is back in the lineup. The Hill effect, a blessing with a shadow. Tyreek Hill's ability to stretch defenses vertically changed everything for Tua. Defenses tilted coverages toward him, leaving Waddle, the tight ends, or backs in advantageous matchups. Hill's afterburners also made quick slants, RPOs, and play-action bombs terrifyingly effective. But here's the hidden flaw. Miami became too dependent on Hill's gravity. When he was on the field, Tua often made his first read Hill, sometimes forcing the ball into traffic or ignoring open options underneath. The offense, as dazzling as it was, tilted into predictability. When Hill missed snaps, or worse, games, the Dolphins' rhythm stumbled. Defenses pressed closer, daring Miami to win without their star sprinter. For a quarterback like Tua, who thrives on timing and anticipation, this exposed a key challenge. Could he operate as efficiently without the automatic security blanket of Hill's separation? The absence that forced growth. Hill's absences have not been catastrophic for Miami, but they have been revealing. Without his 4.2 speed stretching the field, Tua has been forced to slow the game down, progress through reads, and trust other playmakers. 1. Developing patience in progressions. One of Tua's quiet struggles has been his tendency to lock onto his first read. Hill's dominance amplified that habit. But without him, Tagovailoa has had to scan more deliberately, moving from Waddle to the tight end to the check down. This newfound patience reduces turnovers and increases efficiency, especially against disguised coverages. 2. Expanding the middle of the field. With Hill sidelined, Miami has leaned more on crossing routes, layered concepts, and quick outs to backs. Tua has sharpened his intermediate accuracy, a strength dating back to his Alabama days, that sometimes went underused when Hill dominated the game plan. He's rediscovering the rhythm throws that made him a first-round pick. 3. Building chemistry with the others. Every team preaches next man up, but in practice, quarterbacks often lean heavily on their superstars. Hill's absence has forced Tua to build trust with receivers like Braxton Berrios, Cedric Wilson Jr., and Durham Smythe. This diversifies the offense and prevents defenses from keying on one or two players. Mike McDaniel's role in the shift. Head coach Mike McDaniel deserves credit too. Known for his creative run schemes and Shanahan-style passing game, McDaniel has used Hill as a cheat code. But he's also seized the opportunity to teach Tua how to run the system when the cheat code isn't available. Without Hill, McDaniel's play designs look more traditional, more layered, more reliant on misdirection and timing. This forces Tua to execute the offense as it was originally intended, precision-based, rhythmic, and balanced. It's a hidden blessing, sharpening the quarterback's processing speed and versatility. Lessons from history. This dynamic isn't new in the NFL. Great quarterbacks often grow when their stars are sidelined. Tom Brady sharpened his efficiency when Randy Moss missed time, rediscovering how to win with slot receivers and backs. Aaron Rodgers built chemistry with Davante Adams' backups during Adams' absences, which helped Green Bay stay afloat when defenses overloaded Adams. Patrick Mahomes adjusted his game post-Tyreek Hill, evolving into a quarterback who wins with patience, checkdowns, and tight window throws rather than constant deep shots. For Tua, Hill's absence is serving a similar purpose. It's forcing him to become less of a specialist in throw-it-where-Hill is football and more of a complete field general. A stronger Dolphins offense on the horizon. The best part for Miami? Hill's absence is temporary. When he returns, the lessons Tua is learning now won't vanish. They'll integrate into the offense. Imagine this. Tua with the confidence to hit Waddle on a 15-yard dig and the composure to check down to Raheem Mostert when nothing's open. Tua, who can run the offense effectively when defenses double Hill. Tua, who trusts his tight end on a seam route instead of forcing a deep shot into bracket coverage. That's a scarier Dolphins offense than the one that simply lived or died with Hill's highlights. The psychological edge. Beyond X's and O's, Hill's absence gives Tua something equally important: belief in himself. Critics have long argued that his success was more about his weapons than his talent. By winning and producing without Hill, Tua proves, to himself, to his teammates, and to the league, that he's more than a quarterback who rides shotgun to the fastest receiver alive. This mental toughness is invaluable. Come playoff time, when injuries, weather, and elite defenses make life harder, a quarterback who has already thrived without his best weapon is far better prepared to adapt. The road ahead. The Dolphins are still chasing the AFC elite, the Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Bengals. To reach that level, Miami needs more than fireworks. It needs balance, adaptability, and resilience. Hill gives them the fireworks, but his absence has given them something arguably more valuable: refinement. Tua Tagovailoa is learning to be a surgeon, not just a triggerman for a speedster. He's sharpening the offense's hidden gears, building trust with his secondary targets, and proving he can sustain drives without a 60-yard bomb. And when Hill returns, Miami will have the best of both worlds: the lightning of the cheetah and the steady hand of a quarterback who has learned how to win without him. Final thought. Sometimes the greatest growth comes when comfort is stripped away. For Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, Tyreek Hill's absence hasn't been a setback. It's been a gift. A hidden flaw is being corrected, and in the process, a more complete, more dangerous Miami offense is taking shape. If Tua can carry these lessons forward, the Dolphins won't just be fast, they'll be unstoppable.